Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV. We are bringing you the State of Origin series between the states and the country of Australia and New Zealand, respectively. We're going to be bringing you New Zealand versus Queensland next. We're just getting ourselves into the server, and as soon as we have that, we'll be bringing you the game. I think that the players might actually have started, so we're going to try and get there as quickly as we can.
Well, they certainly have, and I can give you a little bit of radio until Chrisis gets himself in here. The first goal is already with the Queensland team, and the Queensland team, we've got Dilga, Eoin, and Sifo, and we've got the boys we just covered before, New Zealand, Slippy, Arid, and Epinai, and Chrisis now works himself. We'll give you the camera view, and we'll give you the run of the play right now. It's just dropped down defensively. Eoin works up. Does nicely to work at Sifo, second up for the Queensland team, getting it moving forward. Dilga now forward, second momentum touch, no one there for the strike, and he gets cleared up by New Zealand. A minute down, first game sorted here. Chrisis, are you ready to go, mate?
Yeah, we're good to go, and into the game. Queensland on the left-hand side in blue, and New Zealand on the right-hand side in orange, as Erit from New Zealand picks up the ball. There's an interception, though. The cover defense is there. Slippy clears it out of his zone, and they get onto the attack. Erit with a good pinch against the wall. The follow-through from Epinai is good. The flow-through, Sifu picks up a save. That was surely going to go in, but for the excellent halo coming through from Sifo. And now the attack on from Queensland into the orange zone.
Ball's dropped down, defensive there from Epinai, just works it forward. Still going back now, it flips over. Dilga with a chance to score. It's going, it's wide at the moment. Sifo comes through, finishes it off. Queensland with the first two here in the opening game, round number 2. Dilga with that touch and Sifo with a follow. Epinai couldn't clear for his team. New Zealand learning the hard way. They had the first game against sequential. Against New South Wales. I couldn't call anything with Soma sequential. I'm going to do it all day today, I reckon. That's how I'm just totally used to calling them. As another shot there, Erit defensively hits it back out from New Zealand. We've got a lot of work to do here, Chrisis, but they certainly can do it.
Yeah, I think after the shock of facing New South Wales, they'll have fully woken themselves up and will be ready to bring it. A shot that goes wide. It's set up there for Error 27, but that's a high, and now return the danger. It's momentarily averted there thanks to the demo that comes through, but the ball's still sitting in the orange zone. Dilga gets a good touch to it. There's a touch off the backboard that comes through. Eoin isn't able quite to get a touch and keep the pressure on, and so now we're back into the blue zone. The defensive move from Dilga carries it through. Sifo with a good pinch, pushing it all the way down the right-hand wing, but it's cleared into the midfield, picked up though by Eoin, and kept the pressure kept on right now. It's just not a very aggressive game at the moment. Byza with the ball having free floating time for ages.
Yeah, they're just setting themselves up, and like you said, when it comes to the state of origin, these teams probably haven't practiced this much, so it comes down to the individual skill and talent set to really line up. So we're going to see a lot of high air ball and some missed calls, especially when they're going up for it, but they are starting to sort it out. Erit works it forward, looking for the second rebound. Dilga will just move it to the side for his team, back around, gets cleared out. Epinai over the top of his head. Sifo now goes high for Queensland, works it down, and he's going to wrap the wall as well. He's going to whiff past on purpose. Eoin with a shot, goes wide. Dilga wants to finish. Open goal defense. Sifo gets there to save in the middle. That was close.
The cross is good.
Still with an opportunity.
So good. Aaron 27 not quite able to get there in time. The defender clears the ball out, and just like that, New Zealand on defense yet again. This is danger though. Dilga very far pushed up, and very little in the way of cover defense for the boys in blue for a little while there, but it's okay because they're keeping the pressure on in the orange zone right now. Eoin gets harassed by Epinai, and the ball carried out. The ball off the backboard, a touch comes through from Era 27. Nobody for the finish though, and the donut stays on the board for New Zealand for, well, it's been 4.5 minutes, Byza. And I don't know if they're going to be able to score before the end of the game.
Oh, it's tough, but it's a close game. A lot of high aerial bliss right there. Everyone whipping past it. Owen just hits it defensively, clears it to the other side. Stalking it's now Sifo gets the touch, but now Epinai works it forward. Going, side. It's floating. It's floating across goals.
Yes!
Oh, the cut shot by Merritt. There's the goal we've been talking about. Cast curse on Chrisis' behalf as New Zealand finally put one in the back of the net. 30 seconds remaining. Still, there is time for another one to go to overtime.
Yeah, there most definitely is. 13 seconds to go. 2-1, just a 1-goal deficit. Faced by New Zealand, a good little start for them. The ball in the right part of the field before their attack. It's off the wall though, and look at that, 3 players pushed up. They've been beaten, and Epinai just managing to get a pinch that stops the margin from increasing against them. But that was real danger for them for a moment, Byza. But they get away with going down 2-1, but they're still going down. So Queensland in the lead for the series.
Yeah, strong play by Queensland. Big Nick, can you hear, mate? How's the Twitch chat going?
Oh, it's actually Coin is the guy's name.
Coin.
I mean, why doesn't he put a C there? Hey, Coin.
Coin? Who?
Is it Coin?
Yeah, the guy's name isn't Eoin as it's spelled.
No, it's Owen.
I call him Owen.
It's pronounced Owen.
Yeah, I call him Owen. That's how
As
it's
in
pronounced.
O-W-E-N.
That's... I don't know.
What?
Never mind.
I don't know where this coin thing's coming from.
Anyways.
All right, let's see what happens. Shout out to Daisu who's joined us in the Twitch chat.
On me, Eoin.
What's that?
Don't worry, man. Keep going.
So we're into game number 2 of the State of Origin clash between Queensland and New Zealand. Dilga, Coin, or Owen, and Sifo on the Queensland side. They're the blue team going up against Epinai, Slippy, and Error to 27 for New Zealand. It's the second game of the best of 3, and New Zealand are trailing 1-0. Are they going to be able to come back, Byza, and make the series go to the third game?
Oh, well, they had an opportunity to put one on the back of the net, an open goal, but the back around. Here's Epinai with a touch, beauty off the wall. Did not see it coming the way his car was angled, but he's actually done it nice. Diogo gave him the ball high, and he's just flipped himself into a beauty of a spot. It's a nice goal, and just as you say it, they have the first on the scoreboard. New Zealand, that's what they need to do. I was going to say, Chrisis, what New Zealand need to do is get the first couple of goals, get themselves momentum, and then hold it from here.
Yeah, that's the one. Much easier to play from a leading position than any other way, as Slippy looks to carry the ball up. Sifo's up into the air, looking to create some magic. He has to combine all the defense. Gets a great touch to it, and all 3 blue players are up ahead. Dilga gets a touch to it, but Errett shepherds the ball into the goal for their second. And Byza, you called it. They need to get the first couple of goals, is exactly what you said. And they've listened to you, mate. They've done it.
I tell you, Styonix needs to add a little bit of extension on the replay when it's a defensive save and then a turnaround, because what really turned, like we saw the replay there, but we just saw someone rolling ball from one side to the other. What was really the point was the save that came from the defence of New Zealand showed that, and they capitalised on a quick defensive rollout as they do. They're still going forward momentum here. Eric works it. Epinai now hits it straight into the defence of Owen. Gets the hard courtesy. It was an easy clear. Now working down Sifo. He's crossed it beautifully. Oh, what a shot by Owen. Grabbed the Hungy boost and worked himself into a beauty of a spot. My favourite word at the moment. Oh, Epinai tried to demo him as well. Just a millimetre. Perfect past him. Would have been a demo. Wouldn't have been a goal. So there's a score back there for the boys of Queensland.
Of course, a couple of things going wrong for New Zealand there. Slippy anticipated the bounce off the corner where the wall meets the ground, and instead of the bounce, it just rolled flat towards the goal. So back onto the board are the boys in blue. Queensland now looking to get the equaliser. They get some pressure going onto the orange zone, but it's cleared away. Epinai with the second touch. Now the ball sitting high in the air. Owen reads it well, gets it back to the midfield. And now New Zealand on defense. Dilga with some fancy footwork in the air. A nice touch from Owen setting it up, but the defense is good. Slippy combining with Epinai, and another shot coming through. Eric gets his halo.
Dangerous shot by Sifo as Eric does work himself out of defense, works it around. In fact, he works it out of offense to defense. Interesting strat as it is, but here's Queensland with a shot. Just a little bit high. Crossbar keeps it out. Another one from Sifo. And the defensive pressure of New Zealand is strong as they work it out. The bounce pop play from Epinine does the flip. Heads it forward. Owen just keeps it out of the bay for the moment. Slippy now redirects in front of goal. It's a little wide. Epinine can't go, but he gets it up. Flip. Second from Eric. Reads it so well, and New Zealand have turned it on for us here. A little bit unorthodox here, Chrisis, but they actually made it work.
Yeah, great little cross that went begging, got the defence guessing, and then the nice little 1-2 at the end to finish it off. Eric 27 gets another goal on the board. That's 2 for him, but Epinai at the moment. Oh, Dilga in anger says, mate, I don't want to be trailing behind by 2 goals. The pop-up from Sifo, perfectly read by Dilgo, and a powerful shot. Knocks it into the back of the net. 2:27 to go, Byza, and the goal deficit reduced just to 1.
Well, New Zealand with a strong start, but the Queensland are not out of it. They just keep hanging in by the thread, and they're looking dangerously as we're halfway down in this match. Still plenty of time to dictate who's going to be the winner. Was it New Zealand need to get a couple more goals and continue to stay in the front? They want a third. Sifo comes through with a high aerial bliss. Let's have a quick look at how he's played this. He's actually head wide, and Owen centre it out for him, and it's dropped down. So nicely done there. 3-all was the scoreline. We're back at an even Stevens tied-up game here, Chrisis.
Yeah, that type of deflection so hard to do. That's got to be a Jam Gaming top 5 play for sure, coming out of the State of Origin series, which reminds me about Gamestars EJ, who does the voiceovers for Jam's top 5, Byza. He's been convalescing in hospital for this past week. Had a bit of liver trouble thanks to probably too much drinking, and spending a little bit of time getting administered to by the nurses. Oh, the shot from Epinai almost goes in. The scores are absolute.
He'll be loving the nurses.
Oh, he will be indeed. And there's another shot. Slippy this time with the finish. Gets them back in the lead. They were sitting, staring at losing a 3-goal lead and going to an overtime. But with a minute and a half to play, Slippy gets them back in the lead. 4-3. They're down in the series and fighting hard, Byza, to stay in it and force a 3rd game from the best of 3.
New Zealand were very lucky to have that goal because Owen was about to slam that ball down and back out. So just on a good timing there, New Zealand have that goal, but they're still looking dangerous as an attack goes forward. Sifo's whiffed past it. Lucky for him, the ball wasn't going in the back of the net. He now recovers, heads himself to the front pocket. Eric is in the way. Slippy's been whacked up. So 2 defence New Zealand. Dive over the top of the heads. Slippy, he's hit it up. This is dangerous. Oh, Sifo's whiffed past. The good old Sifo Whiffo. Couldn't do anything. He has to work it back to his defence. Hoping Owen will read it well. He has. Headed to the pocket. All the teams have just gone back and reduced up the engines as they go. Sitting high. Disputed. Dilga heads it back up defensively. Rolling. This is an opportunity for a goal. Here goes Dilga. Eric with a save. Clears it nicely across goal and works the second off the wall.
Yeah, Eric carries it through. It's met in the midfield by Sifo. They are setting up another attacking opportunity. The boys from Queensland. It's not to be. Good defense though. The 30-second timer has gone, and Byza, New Zealand still in the lead by just the skin of their teeth. A 1 goal in it.
The pressure is coming from New Zealand. They're putting it all on, but New Zealand equal to the task. And Slippy heads it forward. Epinine wraps the ball. Here comes 2 players. And they can't work it out in terms of who's going to strike. So the ball just sits limbo. Queensland moves it forward, back over the top. Epinine hits it to the middle. Sifo can't get it as the ball drops. And New Zealand pick up the second match, which means we're going into the third round of this second round. If that makes any sense. But a good strong start by New Zealand. But this is what they're gonna have to do for the third if they're gonna win. They need to be able to score goals.
Which is one of those things that we commentators like to say about games involving balls and goals.
Well, you get tight games, but you can say Queensland are not going to be a 1-goal 2-goal team. They're going to be scoring as much as they want. So if New Zealand are going to win the game, they need to score at least 3 or 4 goals in this match.
Yeah, they had a 3-goal lead. It got chewed away by good play by the Queenslanders, forcing a 4th to be scored. So you're exactly right, Byza. Queensland are very, very dangerous. High scoring, and the high scorer, Eric, comes through. Time and again, he has been the goal scorer for New Zealand, and it's no surprise that he picks it up in the midfield.
Oh, Slippy's trying to pinch it.
He did too. Not to be,
He's
though.
trying to slip one in there.
13 seconds and the first goal on the board. And Byza, this is your New Zealand recipe for success. Score the first couple of goals and you'll take the game.
They have to continue to put on the pressure, however. Eric now goes up. Well, it's a dirty demo by Eoin. He first shunted Sifo and then demoed him, trying to take him out of the equation. Owen now works at the wall. Second touch doesn't really favour, so he just has to pop. Reads nicely as Eoin. He does the flip as well. And to the disadvantage of his teammates, back over the top. Sifo heads to the corner. They both whip past it. The cleared from Slippy. Owen reads it well. Attacking back and forth. These players go. Eoin will just hold that ball in the meantime. Clear it out. Slippy with a touch. Corner ball. Attacking here for New Zealand. Eoin wanting to roll it in. Owen with a clear. Just holds it up for Queensland. And now they're going to go forward. Dilga with a defensive pressure. Hits it forward. Sitting in the middle. Eoin. He's done a lot of stop-start car work, and it seems to be working for New Zealand.
Yeah, he looks to get the pop over the defender there. It's not to be. Oh, the deflection. Oh, the cheeky deflection from Eoin. Not quite finding its mark, but the pressure into the blue zone right now from New Zealand. Sifo looking to work some magic off the wall. Doesn't quite get it thanks to the halo on Slippy, who clears the ball away. He's been caught flat-footed though. Eric there with the cover. Keeps it clear though. Owen trying to build something up, but a good passage of pressure going through from Queensland, not quite getting converted. Byza to clear their donut off of the board.
Sifo defensively working around the corner. Dangerous ball play, but he does that so many times. His pro players know what they're doing as they go up. He gets the second hit. He has to follow up all his work. Come on, guys, get in with it. We're going to be able to score goals. You have to work with me. Dilga now gets the hit up. It's wide in the process. Eoin's done something dangerous. Owen should capitalise. Eric keeps it out. Dilga with a touch. Hits side. Boys of Queensland cannot put one in the back of the net at the moment. The pressure's surreal on them from New Zealand as they go back into the defensive side. Eric and Eoin sitting on the line now. Eric works himself out. Owen deflects out to the side. A weak hit. Puts everyone off in the process, so not so bad. Could have been read differently by New Zealand as they work down the wing. This is what we talk about, players not playing together much. Crisis. They're not really allocating where they're going, and you're seeing two people going to the attack of the ball.
Yeah, it's going to happen. We got Owen looking for a bit of flair. Why did he do that? He should have just kept it clean and simple and scored the goal. Looking for one for the montage, though, and he beats himself. Now the pressure back onto Queensland. They've cleared it out though. Owen looking for a touch in the midfield. Dilga himself, but Slippy wins the joust. The ball now flying over into the blue zone. It's in the dead corner though, Byza. And Sifo picks it up. Gets a second touch. It's a beauty. And from the midfield, in fact from the defensive dead zone, he gets a second touch in the midfield, beating out Slippy. And evens the scores with a minute and 45 to play.
That was a beauty of a shot, and this is a tight game. Pressure will definitely proved me wrong, considering the last one I was saying they're going to score a lot of goals, but it seems to be tight-natured defence coming from both teams. Back defensively for New Zealand. Eoin just hits it to the side, works the pocket. Dilga does the same as well, going forward, gets the second, wants to set up. He's just going to roll it in! Straight into the defender, the backside of the defender of Slippy, and he gets a goal from it. Smart play by Dilga, and it's just consistent pressure by him, working the tight angles as well. That's dedicated that goal there. Dilga now putting his team, Queensland in front, 2-1 on the scoreline with a minute and a half remaining.
Of course, this is the decider for the best of 3 in round 2. Queensland ahead. The scores for the series are dead even, so they have set themselves up for a little bit less pressure going into the last minute of the game, Byza. But they're not they're not resting on their laurels. They've got the pressure going themselves into that orange zone. Dilger with a good touch. It's sitting up. Eoin with a great touch off the back wall there. Passes it to Eric 27. And now just like that, Eric 27 with a beautiful solo effort. Sends it down the wing. The defensive lapse from Sifo. And Eric 27 picks up the cross that was supposed to be clearing the ball away. And they're even up with a minute of play.
Well, he just read that so well. He knew where Sifo was going. It was only one direction Sifo really could have gone with the momentum of the ball. Error with a second. Oh, I can't get it. And he just capitalised so well on the hit. New Zealand looking dangerous, looking to continue their form. Queensland putting in the attack on, however, as Dilger works himself in the process. Sifo goes high, it drops back down. Dilger whiffs past it. Owen a chance to set for his team. Everyone's resetted. So New Zealand should clear. Going up, Slippy hitting it down straight in the path of Sifo. He's hit it straight back over the top. Some strong hits coming from both teams. And now it just sits lingering in that pocket defensively for Queensland. Dilger hits it hard, works it back out. Slippy with a touch. Sifo goes on top. Eoin, the casual flip off the ground and doing it like a king at the moment. Slippy works himself in the advantage. 2-2, still scoreline. We're ticking down. Golden point scenario. It's going to happen in the third here, Chrisis.
We may indeed. Oh, it was almost not the overtime, but there it is. We're into overtime for the first time today, as the scores at 2-2 mean that we're going to have golden points, a golden point decider between these two teams. Queensland and New Zealand looking to finalise the series. New Zealand looking to pick up their first game, and I wonder, Beatnik, if you know, has Queensland won a game just yet, or will this one be their first? So we'll
just
see.
for you guys who don't know what the overtime means, it is the overtime. The bar layout and something's doing a bit of a change. You don't get to see it anymore, but we used to. It used to spell overtime on our screen, and that's because of the way it was designed. So that's the reason why that emote is there, and it is what it is in OCE League as it is. We dropped down 50 seconds, still no score decided. It's attacking here for Queensland. Owen with the side here, can't get it because Slippy blocks nicely. Well read by Slippy. Still not defensively out for the boys of New Zealand. Eric has to work the well. Dilger, he crosses with a great power, but can't get it over the top of the defense from Eoin. He backflips himself into the ball as well. Owen redirects. Up on the wall he goes, meets it first. He got to get the second hit. Eric gets it for him. New Zealand just holding the pressure at the moment. They can't clear.
Yeah, it's sustained pressure in the orange zone right now from Queensland. They are circling like sharks, looking to break the deadlock that they have. Minute and a half already gone by in the overtime, and now finally on attack goes Slippy, but it's read by Dilger. Popped up into the air, the drop not there though. The reply of the rebound though. Eoin comes through, breaks the deadlock, gets the golden point, and Byza, that is New Zealand denied a win in the second round. They are scoreless so far in the series. Queensland goes into the lead with a 2-1 victory.
Well, we kind of jumped on the New Zealand bandwagon, going, they've got this. They're showing some really good potential, and geez, defensive pressure coming from them as well was fantastic. It's just they couldn't put the rebounds in place and the attacks on. Queensland looking just a little bit more dangerous coming to the attack, but have a look at that. It's just on with the 5 shots, Sifo 4, Dilger 3. No saves on their side, so there was no pressure put on by New Zealand on the back end of that. MVP, who do you reckon?
Yeah, good time to talk about an MVP. I don't know. Sifo did really well, but Coin with the golden points. Sifo, yeah, but Coin with the golden points goal score puts himself right in front for me.
All right, well, I'm happy to go down that line. Coin or Owen, whatever he wants to be called.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the State of Origin presented by GameStar from Cybergamer, and we will be going into round number 3 in just a moment, so stick with us as we wait for the next match to get itself underway.